Right. Ow. Damn. All right. Check. 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 Check something here. All right, everything's good. All right, I can't tell. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just trying to friggin'. All right. Check, check. All right. Let me make sure that's plugged in good. All right, what is going on, people? What is happening? It is December 26th. It is the last Wednesday of 2018. And I certainly hope everybody had a good Christmas. I was surprised, happily surprised to see so many people uploading and podcasting yesterday. I was at work. We were busy. We had five patients, and they'll probably get it admit today. But what is going on, people? Certainly hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas holiday. Hopefully Santa was nice to everybody. I got so much chocolate yesterday. It was lovely. I got hot cocoa. I got friggin' like a girl brought me a Godiva basket. It had chocolate covered graham crackers. It has chocolate covered pretzels. It had Godiva hot cocoa, which I didn't even know they made. It had Godiva chocolate milk, like chocolate milk you can make, and truffles and everything. I mean, she did good. I can't deny that. So she got me a gift card to Best Buy, and so I'm gonna go use that here in about another hour or two. Maybe I'm looking at a headset, and all right. Shout out to Nicole and Michelle. So I'm looking to get a new headset. All right. So, but shout out to everybody. Yeah. And so yeah, I needed something to get a little bit clear, and but things are on sale. Shout out to everybody. Let me give a big shout out to El Matador, who I happened to check my PlayStation messages, and he had dropped a 20 spot. He gave me a code just for doing the podcast. He's enjoying the podcast, so he supported it by doing that, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna get the I'm gonna probably buy a game today on there because it's all these sales are going on. So but yeah, certainly hope everybody had a good holiday. It was weird being at work, going to work yesterday. There's no traffic at all. So coming home, no traffic at all. So but yeah, here's the bad thing: nothing open at all, like nothing. So shout out to everybody. Glad everybody, I really hope everybody had good, safe, and hope your families are good and safe. There's college football on today. There was a triple header. You know me, I'm going to kick back and watch that. Probably go get me something to eat and watch that. So yeah, that is my day in a nutshell, so to speak. What's planned today? The Avengers: Infinity War is out on Netflix. Shout out to Sick Humor. I know he watched it. Let's see here. In order to get it, you can't type in Avengers anything. You just have to type in Infinity War. And it's not a picture that you would think you'd see. It's just kind of hidden there, but it's there. And I streamed the first 30 minutes of it, and it looks good. It's a good stream. It is a good stream. So what's going on out there? What's up, Lincoln Clay? How you doing, young man? Samuel Ashmead. No, I have not watched Eureka on Sci-Fi. So I just got cable for the 30-day trial. I always get it, and I forgot. They got me working on the 30th. And yeah, they got me working on the 30th. And all these football games come on Saturday. All my friends are like, "Hey, we're gonna go out watch the games on Friday or on Saturday." I'm like, I had to work Sunday. It's like the first Sunday that it's like the first Sunday I've had to work in a while. But I'm working Sunday and Monday, and I'm off. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. It'll take me 2 days to get over it. So so shout out to the job for letting me do that. So, but all right then. So here I'm doing that here, making sure that's all right. All right, but what is going on, people? Yeah, I've seen everything, and I was on Twitter day before yesterday, and the Xbox community is out of control. They're just they're just lashing out at this point. They're afraid that PlayStation is going to get all their games, and they are. So Microsoft's going to put their games everywhere. Let's see here. What else happened? What did you all get for if you have Amazon Prime? You can catch up on the show. Oh yeah, I do have Prime free for 30 days, so I'll look at it. I'll look at it if it's on Prime. So you talk about the streaming service? If you're talking about the streaming service, I can watch it. So, so your mom's pissed off at Infinity War. That's okay. I mean, not everybody's gonna. You said she liked it, but it pissed her off. It can't do both. It can't do both. If you like it, you like it. So, all right, if it's a streaming service, I'll go ahead and watch it. So, I just got done watching Jack Ryan on there. It was actually pretty good. I don't know if you've watched that. What's up, Carlos Fernandez? Happy holidays to you. So yeah, but yeah, that Jack Ryan show on there. I don't know if you've watched that. That's good too. That's 8 episodes. Really good stuff. So, oh yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people they didn't think it was going to be that bad. A lot of people, but they said it was going to have I mean, that's what he did in the comic book. That's what I don't. It's almost like people didn't read that. I guess people didn't read the comics. People did not read the comic books at all. And what makes that worse is that Thanos attacked the Asgardians and he killed 50% of them. Then when he snapped his fingers, he killed another 25%. Now, that 25% can return. But anybody he killed on that ship, they're not coming back. So that's just, it is what it is. Well, thank you, Harry Heck. How you doing? So, yeah, I thought the Jack Ryan one, the last show I thought was just okay, but I ain't gonna lie, man, that girl in there was fine. I ain't talking about that chick playing the doctor that ends up being his wife. I'm talking about the chick, the girl, the actress from Saudi Arabia, was played the mom. She was fine. She's the way it should be. When you come home from work, that's the way it should be. When you wake up, that's the way it should be. You come home for lunch early, that's the way it should be. So, don't get the complexity of the movie. Yeah, I guess they don't, Juntaku. I mean, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good point. So, well, hi, Ice Queen. And you got some bad stuff and a bottle of vodka. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got vodka and some gin. Oh, my. You're going to be bending the elbow. Oh, my goodness. So that's what I like to hear, though. I like it when people go out there and bend the elbow. Just be careful. Just be careful. So... So, but no, I'm glad hopefully you had a good holiday over there, Miss Dawn, and certainly wishing you more. I know your concert's coming up here in a few more weeks, so go out there and have fun. So, yeah, she was hot. She's the way it should be. So, and I like the way that that quote unquote terrorist snuck that stuff into the country. I thought that was pretty cool. So that was a definitely a different way to deliver that. So, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I like that movie. Or I like that TV show. So, so yeah, but hopefully everybody got something good. What games did you all get? Because if you didn't today, if you don't have Star Wars Battlefront Part 2, it's $10 at Best Buy. I don't know how much it costs on the PSN network. I don't know how much it costs on Xbox. It is $10 at Best Buy. Witcher 3, the complete edition, the Game of the Year edition, or you want to call it, that is $20 on PSN. So, what do I think about Doctor Strange? Got Ant-Man into the Soul Stone and Infinity Stone making things. I don't know. That's as far as what will happen next. Well, Doctor Strange is gone, so he's not going to be able to do anything. So, yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything. So yeah. But no, I thoroughly enjoy that Jack Ryan show. So I got some Captain Marvel questions here. Oh yeah, I understand Ice Queen Gaming. Yeah, and I'm glad you're here today. I'm glad that your dad is doing okay as well. And shout out to you. I thought about you yesterday to see how you were doing. But I'm glad you're here today. And it's tough. I know when I lost my dad, the first everything, and I'm not trying to patronize you on this, the first everything is the hardest. I got the first birthday after I was the first child to have a birthday after my dad passed. That was hard. It was the first Thanksgiving without him cutting the turkey. That was hard. I mean, I get it. Definitely not trying to patronize you. It is hard, and it's not going. It'll get harder, and but if and when you start feeling better, try not to feel guilty. I know we went through that as a family. We started to feel better, and you don't, you feel guilty, because you feel better. It was weird, but a shout out to you. But too much sad news. No, I mean, it's just a reality, and people do get down around. I work in the medical field. People get depressed around the holidays because it's easy to concentrate on what we don't have. That's reality. That's just the way some people are. I mean, you get to a certain age where you appreciate what you got, and you're happy for what you have. So, but that takes life experience. That's not. I can tell that to you, but until you have enough life experience, you won't give a damn that I say it. So, but at the end, so Captain Marvel, because they showed some commercials yesterday. If you were watching TV, they showed that new Captain Marvel commercial. It's kind of a cut down version of the longer one, and our commercial preview. And Captain Marvel. The reason why, all right, she's a captain. It's not like Captain America. Somebody tweeted me saying, "Is this like why is she called Captain Marvel?" Well, she's a real captain. Okay, she ascended to the role of captain. She was in the Air Force in the comics. Now they could change that in the because I read that comic book. How she got her powers in the comic book is a alien machine called the Psychomagnetron or something like that. It exploded, and it exploded, and pretty much it infused her with some of the abilities that she has. The other person's name is Marvel, MAR-VELL, Marvel. So that's where where the name comes from. She doesn't go around calling herself Captain Marvel. Her name is Carol Danvers. She's an Air Force pilot. So, but in the comic, that's the comic book. In the movie, they're retconning that. They're going to just pretty much say the Kree came to Earth a millennial ago, trying to see if it could be an outpost for their war against the Skrulls. There you hear that name in the commercial. The Skrulls are shape-shifting aliens. The Skrulls are on Earth too. So, but her mom, I believe, in the movie is going to be Kree, but she's going to look human. She's going to have a human father, and she's going to get made by good old fashioned loving. And so, but she's going to have exceptional skills. She's going to be a good athlete. That's why they show in the preview, they show her doing athletic stuff, because she's going to be a very good athlete. And that's going to lead her to being recruited by the Air Force, blah, blah, blah. That's what I think is going to happen. So, but I'm not going to, that's how she gets her powers. But what is her power? She can fly. Why is she glowing? It's because she's using quantum physics to do everything. That's her power set. That's why the whole movie Ant-Man and Wasp, that's why it was important for you guys to watch that. That's what Kevin Feige said. Like, hey, Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to have technology in it that's going to be used in the next Avengers movie. That's what Kevin Feige said. So, and that's reality. So Doctor Strange knew the outcome would be the winning one. He sacrificed his time stone to save Stark, even when he said he would never do it. Yeah, that is true. That's true. But now we're going to see what he saw play out. Now that's what we don't know. So I think it's going to be a little bit of time travel. I think they're going to travel back to certain points in time, and Thanos will figure out what they're doing as well. So, and because if he's out doing something and he starts seeing those stones missing, he's going to figure out, because it's not like he's a brute, he's stupid. Okay, he understands that, if they're trying to go back in time, and then he is going to try to travel back as well with the time stone. But we'll have to wait and see. We're 72 days away from Captain Marvel, which means the Avengers movie's in April, right? End of April. So we're about 100 days away from the Avengers. So it's hard to believe that. So yeah, Skrulls, and a lot of people think that, so I think you're going to see somebody die. I personally think that's going to be Captain America, but he said he's not done being Captain America, so maybe it won't be him. I think the Skrull that we're going to see that's going to surprise everybody is going to be Thunderbolt Ross. But then I thought that, and I'm thinking, well, it may turn out to be his son, but then now that's his son. So it has to be somebody. I think it's going to be somebody who does not, it's going to be a surprise, but the Skrulls are already in S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's what I think is going to happen in Captain Marvel. But we'll see. We got 72 days. So, well, he's a brute. Thanos is a brute, but he's not stupid. Okay? He's not stupid. In order for him to figure out, and another thing, people have asked about those Infinity Stones. Thanos doesn't know how to use them all 100% correctly. He's using them for their basic functions. And so when he got the Reality Stone, his reality was he wanted half of life gone. And that's what he did. So some people are like, well, where is he at the end of Infinity War? And I'm not spoiling nothing here. Where is he at? Well, he is either on Titan, and because he's a farmer. Like in the comic book, he's a farmer. It's actually pretty damn funny. So, but with that said, Aquaman has made $70 million over the Christmas holiday. It's the lowest grossing DC EU movie to date for the opening weekend. But overseas, this thing is a juggernaut. Okay, it can't be stopped. It's a juggernaut. It is rolling. It's rolling. So shout out to everybody that went and saw it. Me, like I said, a buddy of mine, he's in town from Texas for the holiday. We're gonna go check it out Friday afternoon again. So shout out to everybody that went and saw it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I thought it was okay, and I like the world building. I know that's hard to do, and I thought James Wan did a good job on that. So hopefully he gets the sequel. They greenlit the sequel. They haven't greenlit the director yet because they got to wait and see how much money the movie makes domestically. Right now, domestically, it's under 100 million. But DC and Warner Brothers marketed this movie very well. You market it. It comes out on the 21st. Everybody is off. For everybody has time off this week. Okay, so whether you had off Christmas Eve, whether you were off yesterday, I'm off today. I got to work Thursday. I'm off Friday. I'm gonna go see it Friday. So so it's fine. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse I thought was one of the best movies I've seen this year. So it was just a fun, good movie. If you haven't seen that, go watch that. Bumblebee is also good. All these movies are good. Aquaman is good. The third act falls short, but it's okay. Okay, it's okay. So, yeah, Harry had Batman and Superman fighting it. People never understood that. But they canonized it. That much I will spoil. That's now canon. I personally this would have wrote it off as fan fiction. Hey, look, we did it. We did it. We're the people that loved it and liked it. Here's your movie. The people who didn't love it and like it, we're not going to canonize it. That way, to me, everybody wins. DC, Warner makes their money. The people who didn't like the movie are like, well, at least it's not canon. And the people who liked it, the movie's there. I mean, I'm not going to watch it anymore. You're shocked. I'm not. I watched Bumblebee. I gave it a high Rotten Tomatoes score. It was good. It's a family movie. There's a lot of families in there. When I went and saw it, but it was good. I can't deny it. So, so yeah. Okay, well, Mighty Spartan Guy, have a good, safe day out when you're out there if you're not in the YouTube streets for the next couple of days. That's what everybody calls it. Okay, so all right. Now, what is next? All right. This whole 4K 240 FPS consoles. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about VR. Okay, in order for them to cure motion sickness, there's going to be you have to have 240 hertz. And with the power level of at least the PS5, they're going to be able to do that. They've already got games running at that on the console. So people are looking at it like they're going to have games on the console running 240 hertz. That's not true. Okay, that's not true. Oh, man. What they mean is that the games because there's 4K games now on your consoles. Okay, there are 4K games now, so that should have been it should have said something like next gen consoles to be 4K and offer some 240 FPS games through VR. But that's not the way you write a headline. The way you write the headline is the way they write it, so that these moist simps can start doing podcasts on them. And I'm only addressing it in a sense that because I'm really surprised at how many people fell for that. I mean, consoles, they're not going to do this. I mean, there are PCs that people, if you build a PC with two 2080 Ti's on it, you put an i9 in it, you have, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and you got a water cooler and all that kind of stuff, all that shit. If you had that, it wouldn't do 240 hertz. I mean, it may on some of the old games, okay? I'm talking about if you go back and play some games like back back from, back a long time ago, you might do it. But 240 FPS with VR is possible. It's more than fact, it's probable, So, but that's the way you all should take that. So, I don't think the next Xbox. Well, okay, it's maybe in VR because Michael Pachter said what that the next Xbox would support VR. Well, the Xbox X does. They just never turned it on. But now let's just say Xbox does support VR next generation. Are they going to do first party VR? Are they going to say, well, you can use Oculus with our system? I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, that is he's a troll. I mean, he left a big old lump of coal in people, and people went crazy. You know, and that's I mean, I see it more out of the Xbox community, and the reason why you see things like this coming out of them more is because they want this generation to be over. They want it to be over. Xbox did not deliver on what they thought it was going to. Their egos wrote checks that their bodies couldn't cash. That's what my dad, God rest his soul, would say. He'd be like, yeah, their egos wrote checks their bodies can't cash. That's a term from the 80s, by the way. And they were under the, so they want this to be over. It's like, shout out to Porter Rock 77. He did an uploaded video where he was saying every game that's on the PS5 or on the PS4, they're just writing off as PS5 games. And the reason they're saying that is because they don't want it to be about this generation anymore. Okay, what would people say? They don't want it to be about this life anymore. They want this generation right now to be over so bad that they are wishing the next generation into existence. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima, even though Ghost of Tsushima was reported and confirmed playing on a PlayStation Pro, they don't want to believe it. They are like, no, that was the PS5. Okay, even though the gameplay of The Last of Us 2 was on PS4 Pro, you know, confirmed by Naughty Dog, they don't believe it. They're like, oh no, that's on PS5 because they want it to be about the next generation hardware because they want to keep fighting this fake ass console war. Okay, and what I'm seeing happening is there are people in the PlayStation community this falling for it. Okay, they're trying to argue over specs on the next console, which they have no idea what it's going to be, you know, and that's what the Xbox community wants because they ain't got nothing else. They ain't got nothing else. I put out on Christmas Eve. You follow me on Twitter. Was it Christmas Eve? No, I'm sorry. It was Sunday. It was the 23rd. I had put out there that PUBG's gamer count had increased ever since the game went to PS4. More people are streaming it and things like that. So, and they can see that whether it's on Twitch or whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on whatever, you know. And I said, well, PlayStation 4 saved PUBG. I mean, it's not that big a deal. They saved it just as PlayStation 4 saved Rise of the Tomb Raider. Well, instead of people being happy that the game is still viable, which I'm happy that the game is still viable, because there's more stuff that everybody can play if you choose to play it. The game is more viable. Well, who got upset with that? The Xbox community. You know, they don't want to hear that the game got saved because they couldn't. They were like, well, who cares? That game's been on Xbox for over a year. And I'm like, yeah, and they're not supporting it. So it comes to the superior console and it gets its support. And they were going crazy. They went mad. You know, so it's just, it is what it is. So Last of Us was running on PS4 Pro. Okay, yeah, it was. It's been confirmed by independent people that were there, confirmed it. But the Xbox community, they want it to be about next generation. Why do you think Matt's Gaming drops those why do you think he calls himself Clickbait Mats now on Twitter? Because because he's doing videos, and it doesn't matter if I have stock in AMD. I have true stock in AMD. I know what they're working on. I'm a damn shareholder. I know what they're working on. I can request the information being a shareholder. So I know. So shout out to Red Tech Gaming. He'll just put stuff out like AMD to develop chips at 10 nanometers, 7 nanometers. Somehow that gets converted to this is going to be the chipset of the PS5 and the new Xbox. I don't know how people are jumping from the baby learning how to roll over to the baby running a 4.240 at the NFL Combine. That's the leap you're taking. But it's because the Xbox community, they need things to be about hardware at this point because the software ain't hitting for them. Okay, the software ain't hitting them. Oh well, Miss Dawn, go ahead and what is your Facebook page? Go ahead and tweet it to me. Don't put it in the chat because there may be some weirdos in the chat. If you want to put in the chat what your Facebook page is, that's fine. But if not, I understand. That's Facebook. So, so they desperately, and Porter Rock's right. They are outright dismissing everything that PlayStation does because they need it to be about, oh, that's not. And so when Days Gone comes out, they're going to attack Days Gone because even though Days Gone may be, I don't know what kind of game it's going to be. It may only be okay. I'm not here to say that, you don't feel that juice for it. It doesn't have a lot of hype for it. And again, because Sony Ben's not done a game like this, sort of like Guerrilla. And the same thing was with Horizon Zero Dawn. I was interested in Horizon Zero Dawn. I know a lot of people were not until Digital Foundry did their thing on that game and they were like, wow, it blew them away. So Days Gone may have that kind of effect for Sony Ben. What Sony Ben wants Days Gone to do for them what Horizon Zero Dawn did for Guerrilla. Fair enough. That was happening, Cyber Dragon. But the Xbox community needs it to be about hardware. Okay? They need it to be about hardware. And because they hate this generation. They hate it. Okay? Realistic. And so they're going to bend over backwards to dismiss everything and push it into next generation. Oh, well, that's what you're seeing online now. That there's a reason why that is for that. It's because they hate this generation. They're not going to tell you that, but they hate what this generation did. Microsoft stopped reporting numbers. Sony may have sold 90 million consoles at this point, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. Somebody said Days Gone is going to fail. Well, we don't know. Smart and God. That's unfair. So that is unfair that you would say that. So because we don't know. So Don Lisa Rodriguez. Okay. Lisa. Okay. All righty. I assume you're the one that says, are you the one that says likes F1? There's one that says like F1 and there's one that says Blackpool. So I'm going to send it to the one that's in Blackpool. Okay? If you got a friend request, that's me. There we go. So I sent one to the person in Blackpool. So, it's but they need it to be about the hardware. Okay, it doesn't. Because people. I saw where Platinum was making a game for PlayStation. It'll be on PC as well, I'm sure. But to me, that's not a big deal. I'm glad Platinum's making another game. Okay, let's make that clear. I'm glad Platinum is making another game, but it's not to the point where I'm going to go ahead and I'm not gonna go ahead and it's the same pictures. What up, KOP 901? But it's the same thing. Walmart What areas promote charter schools? Oh, okay, amongst the black community. Okay, cool. Um, so, but they needed things to be about hardware. It's just the way it's going to be. So, Days Gone is a testament on what true talent can do with the Unreal 4 engine. Like what third party? Well, we're gonna see. I mean, that's all. I mean, we're gonna see. I mean, I didn't know they were using Unreal, but if you could do open world with Unreal, that is something different. Because Unreal, that's what Mass Effect and Gears is on. Should have heard PTK Blam and on Showstoppers podcast say that. No, I don't care. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, well, I didn't realize because this is the third time that the Blam has come back. So this is like the third time he's been back. So hopefully he's successful. But that doesn't shock me. So it is what it is, though. It is what it is. So you can choose not to listen to him. I mean, I don't listen to him. So, but yeah, Xbox is done. I mean, for Christ's sake. So, but yeah. So that's why they're doing what they're doing. They're making it about hardware because they can't make it about software. Friggin', I finally saw the trailer to Crackdown 30. It looks like straight garbage. I mean, I hope it does well. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not buying it. Okay, let me make that clear. But it's just trash. So, it is looking like trash. So I can't get it. So, so all right, Spartan guy. Let's see if he's got the right picture. All righty. Wow. Well, it looks like I want to put one on. I know that. So you all are going to put one on, it looks like. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I got to exit out. All right, there we go. So I don't know what Days Gone is going to do, but I'm just simply saying that, they're going to attack Days Gone. They're going to probably say MLB The Show comes out every year and it don't count. I mean, I'm just saying that it's crazy. It's crazy what they're going to end up saying because they're going nuts. I mean, and remember like I said, I mean, when God of War won Game of the Year, they got mad as hell. I mean, they're just going crazy. They're just going crazy at this point. So, I mean, you can type in whatever you want to on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry. They're making it about the hardware on the Xbox Scarlet or whatever the hell you want to call it, and something called the Anaconda, which I mean, again, I saw it, Ice Queen. Yeah, I did see it. So, well, Almighty Spartan guy, you should have checked with her to see if, yeah, all right, if it was okay with you, that's fine. But if you didn't want him to do that, you should have said that. So, I'm sure Days Gone will be fun. I like zombie games, but it's not going to be as good as Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is the greatest zombie game in the history of zombie games, so I don't expect it to be that good. So they should have added multiplayer like Dying Light. Now you start to sound like an Xbox person. They should have added multiplayer. Oh, there could have been multiplayer on this thing. Well, where's my multiplayer? That's what they say. So, but look, at the end of the day, hit that like button, people. That number up there should be close to that number here. You all are just being lazy. And that's just the way it is. So, so 4K, 240 FPS, two different things. The consoles are not going to do 240 FPS unless they have VR. And that's what I would expect. So that's just the way it's going to be, folks. PS5 Pro. Now, this is something new. This is from Lou Wafa. Is that he expects Xbox and PlayStation to put their consoles out. He expects the PlayStation 5 to be more powerful. He then expects Microsoft to put out something else with that's a little bit more powerful. Then he expects Sony to come back with something different. Okay, because Sony did help pay for this Navi tech. They're going to get the better end of it. So so how that incorporates it, but that he said that's like 5 to 7 years down the road. So again, look for the PS5 to come out, be more powerful than whatever Xbox puts out. Okay, then look for Xbox to come back. Shout out to Foxy Games and put out something more powerful. All right, then look for PlayStation to respond with a PS5 Pro or something like that. So they're not going to do that back and forth. No, this is not. This is already planned. Look for Sony. Like Sony has done 2 to 3 SKUs every generation. They did a couple SKUs with the PS3. They've done 2 SKUs with the PS4. Look for them to do 2 SKUs with the PS5. So, but look, it's not going to be like back to back to back to back. You're going to get the base consoles out. Then about a year later, maybe a year and a half later, you get the new Xbox, give or take. Then about 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years after that, you get another PlayStation Pro. So, and look for it to be more powerful. Sony's not going to let them have the power narrative anymore. So, I mean, now Microsoft wants to make a 4th SKU. I guess that's possible. All right, I will, Don. I will. Can't wait to see how The Last of Us 2 multiplayer will be. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not looking forward to playing that. I'm looking forward to playing the single player, but that's the way it's going to be. That pro shit is a lie. Look, it's a possibility. So don't be shocked if Sony has 2 SKUs next generation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that on Twitter and let's let Twitter light up. So I'm just gonna put in Sony to have 2 SKUs next generation. I'll put my source as being Lou Wafa. So so all right, well, Andrew Wilkins, again, him thinking that it's The Last of Us multiplayer is good, that's his opinion. I don't know what the 15, I don't know what the count is, but the count may be accurate. But that's it. Sony makes money, they can make more powerful unless they can make it better. No, I mean, I'm not here to say that they won't. I'm here to say that they're gonna add 2 SKUs, and I expect the PS5 to be more powerful than the first SKU that spins out of Microsoft. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if it's going to do pretty much the same thing, okay? But then Microsoft is going to come back with the Anaconda or whatever they want to call this device. It will be more powerful than the base PS5. Then look for PlayStation 5 to do another console to be more powerful than the Anaconda. Okay, that way, that's it. Now, it may cost $699, but they're going to put it out there and say, we got the most powerful console. They're going to take that away from Microsoft next generation. So, but that's just, I mean, that they may not do it. They don't have to approve it. But matter of fact, let me put it on Twitter right now. Let me leave this screen here. And let's see. Only to have 2 SKUs next generation. Source. Source is Lou Wafa. There we go. I'm just going to leave it there. And so, you know, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it out there like that. So yeah, but what let's see here. But it's I don't know if they call it the PS5 Pro. I just know it's going to be I was told it's going to be more powerful than whatever Microsoft. It's going to be more powerful than the Microsoft consoles. So that's what I was told. Now, whether I mean, they may not decide to go with it. So, so all $90 multiplayers are underrated. I heard that too. I'm multiplayered out though, so I'm multiplayered out. So yeah, I agree. They settle and that's it. I don't disagree with that, Destiny. I agree 100%. If anything, they should know by now that, and that's what I put on Twitter. I put, look, the Nintendo Switch should have proven to all you all that power doesn't matter, but it matters to them. That's yes, to me it doesn't matter. To you it doesn't matter, but it matters to them. Okay, and again, this is why I've always said to people that people are totally underestimating that the Xbox community, they believe, again, they truly believe, all right, that the only reason why the PlayStation 4 outsold the Xbox One is because of power. That's it. You can't. That's it. They're convinced on that. There's no reason to get into a back and forth with them over it. That's what they believe. Okay, so since that and that's why when because I used to go back and forth with them over it, and finally I just said the hell with it. I'm done trying to figure out what makes you all tick. If you all need to believe, they need to have and because they had the more powerful console, they actually believe that Sony's first party studios were going to make games for them. That's what they thought. Okay, there's too much evidence that points this way. Oh, more power. The developers want to put their devices or put their games, whatever you want to put their media on the more powerful console, including Sony's first party developers. But still, to this day, the best looking game this generation is Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm not saying it's the best playing game. I'm saying it's the best looking game this generation. It's not even close. They'll say, well, Gears of War 4. Gears of War 4, which is an impressive looking game, most of that is done at night. And again, I'm not knocking it. I had fun playing Gears 4. I'm a Gears guy. I love Gears, but it don't look as good. That engine, the Unreal Engine, isn't as advanced as a Decima engine. It's not. It's not graphically. It doesn't handle the physics as good. It's just not as good as an engine. It's very good for Gears. Okay, so maybe the new Gears game, they changed engines because they're talking about open world. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. So they don't have anything like that. They'll say, well, what about Witcher? Look, Witcher is impressive looking. It's dynamic 4K on the Xbox. It's checkerboard at 4K on the PlayStation Pro. It looks good. Okay, it does. But Horizon's got it beat. There's a reason why Horizon Zero Dawn is the technical, the best game Digital Foundry voted this generation on a tech basis, based on how it uses technology, how Guerrilla Games and Sony got together and laid it out. You can go back and find it. This Digital Foundry talks about Horizon Zero Dawn. So just it is what it is. Usually Sony would go with one SKU next gen. Okay. I'm not here to say that that's not true. I've been told something different, and we'll have to wait and see. I mean, my God, we're talking about something in 2020 to 2026. In that window. I mean, I'm not worried about it. Hell, I may be dead. I may be They may bust down my door like that white woman did and shoot that dude. Cops may do that to me. I don't know. So, what it is for brothers out here in Trump's America, like Next Gen said, you don't know what's going to happen to you out there. You go outside every day, so you're risking your damn life. So, so what do gears on the Crytek engine? Will it do better? No. The Cry engine is very hard to develop for. That's why it's called the Cry engine, because it makes you cry. So, what do they have to show off this power? Who are you talking about? So, what power of what? The PS5? Well, I mean, the PS5 is going to have some cross-platforming games. So expect Kojima's game. Expect the games that they showed at E3 last year. Those will be playable on the PS5. So, but the two most, if you just want to have games for looks, a friend of mine's son was playing Dragon's Quest 11. That's a cool looking game. I don't like those blue blobs. I mean, that's an L right there. But it is what it is. Yeah, Nate. Cross gen. So will it be better? I have to check. Will it be? No, not. I already answered that question. So, look for those games to be cross gen. And the Decima engine, that's used for Horizon Zero Dawn. That's being used for Kojima's game. There's rumors that, because that's the engine that they like to use. Because Microsoft owns Havoc, Sony's first party studios use Decima, which has a Havoc type of thing. Dragon's Quest 11 will probably be the next game I play. I opened up my stuff. I did get near Alma Mater, so I'll probably end up loading that bad boy up here shortly. But I'm also going to get Witcher Complete Edition. So shout out to shout out to El Matador. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that bad boy. So what's going on out there? But yeah, man, that is it. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. Just just FYI. Just so just am I getting Smash Brothers? I don't have a Switch, but I wouldn't mind it. Like I said, that Kirby thing scares me though. So, so but no, I would love to. So yeah, it's Q&A time. Any questions? Let's have them. Any questions at all? Witcher 3 Complete Edition in 1999 has been insane. Yeah, you bought it for someone several years ago, and again, I mean, it's I agree, and I'm buying that probably. I mean, I gotta go get one thing at the grocery store, then fill up my big green jug, and then I'll come home and buy that and be P.O. P.O. Not yet. I'll send it here shortly. Probably after the podcast, I'll go back in and find it and do it like that. So I promise I will send it. So yeah. So but yeah, that's so 19. Yeah. And you know what was funny is that they had both versions for $20. And what's hurting GameStop is that they don't match digital prices. That neither Xbox, Nintendo, Xbox and Sony, they don't match those prices digitally. And that's what I've always said. I said, look, if you all don't start matching things digitally, you're all gonna get smoked. If it's next to water, it will be AQUAMAN. So if it's next to the water. But see, that's the thing. Atlanteans, the longer they're on the surface, the weaker they get. It's not like overnight they get weak, but if they can be up on the surface, that's why in all the scenes Aquaman has been in, whether it was Justice League or something like that, he's always been close to or right at water. In case he does get into a fight, he can just jump right in the water and revitalize. So the Xbox. Well, yeah, you're right, Skyfall Gaming. Okay. That's why they were so desperate. They were so desperate for Red Dead Redemption to win Game of the Year. That's why they were so desperate. Because they don't now at this point, they don't have anything that they can say, you need to play this on the Xbox. You see what I'm saying? You need to play this game on Xbox X because of this. What you can do, and if you really want to piss off the Xbox community, go ahead. If you still have God of War, and you should, if you have God of War loaded up, whether you got it digitally or anything like that, pull that screen up, and then click on it and take a picture of it and put down Game of the Year is on the PlayStation. That's it. So yeah, and I plan on getting it, and I'll just be in the Poll House. I can be Poll for one day. I get paid on Friday. So you think Microsoft wants Sony to hurry up and start next? Yeah, see, Sony is not in no hurry to start next generation. They got big games coming out. And see, that's what I'm telling you guys is you all, to me, need to be talking more about the games than you do about the hardware. The hardware is what the Xbox community wants to talk about. Okay. Oh, also, I'm doing a double hitter today. 6 p.m. tonight, I will be talking about the gender war again on this channel. I'll put it on my main channel. Then after that, after the beginning of the year, any of the gender war stuff is going to be on my second channel. Okay, but I will be doing the Black Gender War year in review. And it may be a long podcast. I got to work in the morning. So that's going to be 6 o'clock Eastern time. Come one, come all. It will. I'll keep it up there as long as I can. It may get flagged down because it's going to be some controversial things said. So, but by the way, what happened to the voice of that? Well, that's going to be the channel it's going to go on, Spartan God. When I starting next year, all the secondary stuff, like video games and movies, pop culture stuff will be on this channel. The UFO talk, the Craig's Creepy Corner, the ghost stories, all that stuff is going to be on the Voice of Xbox channel. So, so that's where it will be. So that's a different channel, and that'll be for that. And so yeah, shout out if you don't mind, Spartan God, can you put that link in the chat because I don't have it right now. So there we go. But that's what I'm doing tonight. So, but yeah, the Xbox community, they desperately needed a game that said you need to buy an Xbox for this, and they didn't get it. They did not get that. So which link? Oh, for the Voice of Xbox channel, brother. If you don't mind doing that, I appreciate it. So, but I mean, for the Voice of Xbox channel. So again, so after today, if you want to hear me talking about the gender war, which is pretty much over, and I'm not going to touch on it too much this morning. But what's up, JD33? I will be talking about that tonight, and I will probably be going back to my blue microphone for that. Game Pass is nice, but it's not a reason to own the Xbox because you can get that on. That's going to go to PC, and that's from Satya Nadella. He said it's going to go on PC. Yeah, so everybody who's not signed up to that YouTube channel that Spartan God has dropped, go ahead and sign up for that one. I would appreciate it. Because that's where when we talk about ghost stories and UFOs and stuff like that, that'll be what that channel is for. So that's going to be what that channel's for. So, but everything else will be on this channel. So, but yeah, guys, I have been here for an hour. I am actually going to run. I'm going to call. Well, I need to run up to a device pit stop to see if. Well, thanks, Paul G, to make sure that I gave them the right motherboard. So, yeah, his link is in the chat, Don. I'm gonna send you a thing. Well, okay. Well, what she's asking of Yo Marty Spartan God is, can you drop the link to her channel again, and I'll go ahead and sign up that way. So, I saw some of the stuff you got, Don. Wow, well, you're gonna be putting one on. Looks like, but that's cool. That's cool. But yeah. So again, the 4K stuff is just review. 4K is already here on your console. 240 hertz or 240 FPS. That's more for VR. Aquaman hitting 70 million, lowest rated DC movie to date, but doing very well overseas as an A- cinema score. I recommend you go see it. PS5 Pro. What I was told was PS5 is going to come out, then Xbox's device will come out, then Xbox Anaconda will come out, then PS5 Pro will come out, and that's what I've been told. And then ultimately, I'm glad to see that Santa got you all something really nice. So, yeah, Samuel, they're still trying to justify the need of buying an Xbox. I don't know why. I don't know why. If you want something, you want something. And I don't know why. Aquaman will hit 1 billion. Possibly. I'm not here to say that it won't, but not based on those. It made 300 million in China. So it's at about 335 million. It depends on the drop next weekend. That's the whole thing, is that it's making good money now because it's making good money now because people are off work. I'm off work today. So, but yeah, how is Aquaman the lowest rated when it's no, Justice League opened up with 92 million. Go back and look at Justice League's opening weekend and look at Aquaman's. Aquaman is the lowest of all time. It's like Wonder Woman is #1, followed by Man of Steel. And then I forgot, I saw it already. It was like Wonder Woman's up there, Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman made what, 140 million or so. It did well opening weekend, but it slowed down, and that's the whole thing. Yeah, I saw it, Ice Queen. I'm gonna join it here in a minute once I jump off here, but I'm going to actually get off of here, guys. It's 10 o'clock. I need to kind of get the old mojo running. And so let's see, because this True Warriors win without war. Try this, man. I mean, look, I'm going to talk about the gender war. I'm going to talk about the Black gender war tonight, 6 p.m. Everybody's more than welcome to come back and listen. There's a whole lot to be said on it. It's more of an ending review wrap up. So 166 million is that for BVS? Yeah, I think that's the highest one, because Wonder Woman was what, about 121 million or something, or 118 million. So, but things have gone down since then. But Justice League is 92. So the gender war is real, but it's wrapped up pretty much. But I'm gonna touch on that tonight. Yeah, I've got that written down. So I'm doing that double header. I'm going to go ahead and put that up next as far as when I'm going to be talking about it, and go from there. But guys, I am going to jump on off here. I'm certainly glad you all had a good, safe holiday. You all stay blessed. There we go. Blow out my candle I got. She also got me a warm tobacco pipe scented candle. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. So, but all right, guys, I'm going to jump on off here. I do appreciate you all being here. Thanks for joining me this morning for Hit Stock Craig. And just touched on a few basic things, not that big a deal. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you all later. I'm going to do the Black Gender War here at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Take it easy, guys. Peace.